Hi, I'm Shannon from houseimprovements.com, and in today's video I want to show you how I apply tile to a floor. So we've got these tiles. This is cut actually, but so they're a 6-inch by, I think they're 35.5-inch long tile. So that's what we're applying. We're applying it over Ditra heat system. So it'll be a heated floor. We aren't sponsored by this product or anything like that. They didn't send us any product to use. This is just product that I like to use and a chance to do a video. So we're going to install these tiles over top of it. And when you're using an uncoupling membrane, like what this orange stuff is here, that's basically really should be used almost in all situations now underneath tile on a floor. And it just allows the floor substrate and the tile substrate to move slightly a little bit if they need to on their own without breaking the tile or the grout. And that's really what it does. It just allows that little bit of movement and yet keeps your tile floor looking good. So so that's what this product is. And we basically, because we're going with tile over top that, we're using an unmodified thin set mortar. And you'll see as we go along, I'll end up filling this face and then notching the product and setting the tile. Now when you're going over any kind of heating system, you need to be very careful about not cutting being too rough with the wires and that sort of thing. So just a word of advice on that. Basically, to get started, you want to have your mortar mixed, ready to go. We do have a video on mixing mortar, so you might want to check that out. And then I like to try to pre-cut some of my tiles so I at least can get started. And I can do a fair chunk without having to stop and start all the time. So we've kind of got our layout set up for our first little area here. I'm using this tile as my straight edge, and I've got a laser. You probably can't see it because all the lighting we have on here, but I'm using the laser to give myself a line in order to set my straight line for the tile. And then I've pre-cut these tile to fit back in here. They're just kind of sitting roughly. They're not quite spaced apart the way I want them, but I'm just making sure that they're going to fit. This is going to be a toilet flange on here, so our cut around there didn't have to be perfect, which it isn't. But yeah, so that area's good to go. It's a little tough using these long, narrow tiles in a space like we have here, and working. We're going to have to work backwards here out of the room, obviously. So it's going to be a little more difficult to show you because my body's going to be in the way a lot of the time, but we're going to do our best to do what we can here. But to start out, I just want to do this area so that then I can move on to here and start working my way out of the room. Okay, so I've got the tile cut like I said, and I've got my laser that's giving me my guide. So I can lift these tile out of the way and get some mortar in here. You'll notice that I used some masking tape along the cabinet there just so I don't slop mortar up against it. Just make things easier to clean up. Just trying to get all stuff out of my way. We do have other videos on cutting tile and that sort of thing too, so if you need any instruction on actual cutting the tile, we have a few different videos showing different tools that you can use for cutting tiles. So, okay, so to start out here, I just want to get some mortar on the floor to work with. And this system will use a little bit extra mortar because you've got to fill in the mat. But there's, we're not using a self-leveler or anything here. Our floor was pretty level. If we needed a self-leveler, we would have done that first, then put the mat down, then the heat and the tile and everything. But so yeah, it's just fill in use the straight side of your trowel just to fill in these areas, fill in all these knobs, press it down in there. Kind of pre-fill everything. We have another video as well showing installing this mat, the membrane. I'm just trying to be careful so I don't have too much mess here to deal with as we move forward. So I'm being a little bit cautious on where I actually get this mud. I'm using a 1/4 inch by 3/8 notch trowel. So depending on what type of tile and stuff you're using, your trowel might be different. When you're filling in this membrane, you sometimes got to work different angles at different directions in order to get it filled up. And I'll go a little ways this way too. Tight quarters here too. I just want to see how, I guess I went far enough. Yeah. Okay, a little bit more to fill. This little tile I'll put in place after. I've just got the laser on it, so I don't want to move it. Okay, so we've got that filled in pretty good. Now I need to get some extra so we can actually notch it. So you're wanting to hold your trowel approximately at about a 40-degree angle, or sorry, 45-degree angle, so that you leave some good-sized ridges, notches. And generally speaking, you want to try to have your notches all the same way so you're not trapping air in there. Just a little tight here around this pipe to work. Get rid of the excess I've got. Let's give that a try. Should be pretty good there. So this was our first tile. We're going to back butter it as well. So that's just basically skimming a layer of mortar onto the backside. This will just help make sure you get real good contact and bond. And like I said before, I want to use this one as basically my guide for staying straight. So I'm going to put it in first. Drop it in. You're not going to see those lines. I can just see my laser line here. There, should be good. A little slide and settle it down into the mortar. Just clean off any mortar that you got on the top. And I want to be down this way just a bit. Basically like that. And I want to back butter this one. Set this one in place. Just making sure I'm staying flush to my other one. And keeping my space uniform. That. And you just kind of keep going. Every now and again, pull a tile up just to check that your coverage is good. After you've set it, yeah, that's more than enough. I could probably be using a 1/4 by 1/4 trowel. I've got lots of mortar. Set it back down in there. So you could see how we had, you know, you want at least 80 to 100% coverage on the back, and we had, if we didn't have 100%, it was awfully close. Just making sure everything's sitting flush. Generally speaking, I don't always use spacers on a floor. Usually you're at a nice vantage point, you can actually tell by eye how your space are, and sometimes you get yourself into trouble because the tiles aren't always 100% straight or square. So when you're trying to keep everything perfect, you can't because of the tile. This one didn't have any kind of notches or anything. We're past the pipe, so. But I did have a cut end. I'm going to put it against the tub. Just like so. And we've got a bit of space there along the floor, or sorry, along the wall, but that'll all be covered up when the baseboards go on, so I'm not worried about that. So that has us started and looks pretty good. I'm just looking at my grout spaces and stuff. So now I can reposition the camera, and we're gonna start from the tub here and work our way out of the room. Okay, so we've moved camera angles. I know it's not going to be the best angle for you guys, but you've seen a lot of what was going on over there. Main thing is getting your tile in, you know, moving it into place. You don't have to hammer it right down flat, just jimmy it into place so you're getting good coverage on the back side, getting your spaces all good and everything straight. Basically, like I said, I'm going to just start working away from that edge, and we're probably going to speed a whole bunch of this up, but I've got my thin set in there, it's all notched, so I can do a section here and keep moving. Okay, so we kind of cut away after a while because it's really hard for you guys to see what I was doing in this setup. All you're seeing is my back and not what I'm actually doing. So luckily we had that where I started down at the far end where you got a really good look. You can see the product here now. I've tiled myself right out of the room, and you know, got to a point where I'm done. So that was a little awkward trying to get any filming done, and a little awkward just with the stagger of the boards and going this direction and only been able to work from this end, but got it done. Took quite a bit longer than I wanted to. That was about 3 hours to lay this and get the videoing done and everything like that too, but it's done and should be good. So our next step will be grouting. We'll wait 24 hours or whatever your mortar recommends before grouting, and then this floor will be finally done. So hopefully you like that video that we did, and I always appreciate if you can give a thumbs up and leave a comment below. And if you have any questions about tiling project or any other DIY project you've got going on at home, just go over to the forum and post your question there, and myself or one of the other guys that hang out there all the time will be sure to give you some answers and direction on what you need to know. Other than that, my same old spiel: Facebook, Twitter, Patreon. Go check them out, see what that's all about. Thanks.